Welcome back. It is Thursday, July 11th, and the MLB. Our four best bets are on the way. It's Austin, joined by Logan. Let's recap yesterday. A 3-3 day, losing a little bit of juice. Trey Turner, we respect him. He's auto green over 1.5 bases. We love him. Valdez is under and earned runs, pretty sweat free. Same as the Braves and D-backs over 9. Our losers, kind of frustrating. I mean, we had Stroman under 5.5 hits allowed. Didn't pitch great, but soared under his earned runs, which is painful. I went between both of those. Parlay of the day, Francisco Lindor, one of the only two Mets that didn't get a hit against Corbin yesterday. And then we lost the Nerfy Nation. Reese Olson did his job. Tanner Bybee, yeah, he might be banned from Nerfies because that guy just stinks. A 3-3 day, 8-3 run. A little bit painting because we could have easily gone 5-1 yesterday. But without further ado, we're just going to dive into today's picks. We got 4 of them, including some early day games. So make sure you're locked in. We got 2 picks starting early in this one. And as always, we will have our parlay of the day, which I'll talk about in a second. But if I can ask you guys for a favor, not right now, but after the video, if you want to go check out our Padres video, we did a vlog of going to that Petco Park game, that crazy bounce back, crazy, just remarkable game against the D-backs last Friday for Logan's bachelor party. You can definitely go check it out. It will be linked at the top of the description and in the pinned comment. Go check it out. It is it's on the second channel. Go show the second channel some love. We certainly have a ton of videos over there that of us going to games, kind of getting to see the other side of the videos. But without further ado, let's dive in the picks, and we're going to start with the first one, which should be no surprise, is our parlay of the day on Odds Checker. Lost yesterday because Francisco Lindor is a straight bum, but we think today is going to smack. So like I said, we might have some early games in there, so definitely go check it out. Top link in pinned comment and description right underneath the Padres video. You will find it, and you can go check that out as well. Maybe while you're watching the Padres video, you can read the parlay of the day and see the 2 hitters we were rolling with. It should be live around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. But that's not just our favorite picks of the day. We have a couple other ones we're going to talk about in this video, and I'm going to dive into my first pick of the day. I'm rocking his jersey. The man, myth, the legend, Rafael Devers. I love his over 1.5 bases, -110 on BetMGM. Now, I only have this Rafael Devers jersey because I said last week when he played, if he had a home run, I would buy his jersey when we were on his bases. And what did he do? Well, first at bat, he had a homer. So I'm a man of my word. I copped the jersey, and it's finally here, and hopefully it's bringing some good vibes, as Devers has been good to us before. Now, like I said, really like his over today in bases, especially in this matchup against Luis Medina and the Athletics. Now, just from a game standpoint, you got an over under at 9.5 or 10. They're expecting plenty of runs, and hopefully Devers is helping it out. Now, yesterday, if you had the over, he didn't help you at all, as he had 2 hits in 3 straight games, including 4 extra base hits. Yesterday, 0 for 4. Now, obviously, that's not great, but expecting to bounce back here. He did put 3 balls in play yesterday, one at 110 miles per hour. It just obviously was, I believe it was a force out. So you hate to see that, but he's facing Luis Medina, and I love taking Rafi against righties. Now, you look at Devers this season, hitting 321 versus right-handed pitching, which obviously Medina is a righty. Pretty good. Of the 62 hits he has against righties, 33 of them have been for 2+ bases. Like I said, Rafi had prior to yesterday 3 straight games with 2+ hits. He doesn't need to get 2+ hits today. He can do it with an extra base hit, which we're all good with. But also, you look at Medina, doesn't have some great, percentiles. 9th percentile whiff and K percentage. Sometimes Devers' weakness, he can swing and miss often. 22nd in hard hit percentage and ground ball percentage. So he's not getting the ball on the ground. He's getting hit hard. So I think Devers can turn on one. We've seen him do it plenty of times in Fenway Park. And we also look at the pitches Medina's going to throw his way. He throws the 4-seamer to lefties over 50% of the time, and which Devers has a 340 batting average against a right-handed fastball. And then you look at the other 2 pitches, slider and changeup, which Rafi's hitting 348 and 409 respectively. So he's crushing all the 3 pitches he likely sees from Medina. I'm not too scared of that A's bullpen, besides maybe Mason Miller, but I'm not scared of really all those guys. I think Devers can easily put a charge into one, and if he wants to hit another home run, I'll buy his jersey again. Not really, I won't buy 2 jerseys, but I certainly think he can deliver 2+ bases for us today. That's my favorite pick of the day, but Logan's got another one for y'all, and sadly, it is not Trey Turner, as he is way too juiced today, but I'm sure you can take it if you want. Logan, where are you going?
The books caught on to what we were doing. They said, oh, you've been exploiting the glitch in the money-making glitch. That's Trey Turner. They said, -145 is the best you're doing today. Yeah, that's tough. I do not like juice like that on base props. Absolutely not. But if you want to play Trey today, you can go ahead and do so. My favorite pick of the day is actually a run line, which rarely I ever take. I love the Reds, -1.5 on the run line, +108 odds on FanDuel is your best value. Now, normally, I'm not hunting for run lines. I think they're one of the more unprofitable bets to make in baseball. But when you're getting plus value on the home team run line, that's a spot I will actually take a shot on them. Because, again, the home team run line is a tough bet to make, because if they are only up 1 in the 8th inning. They won't bat in the 9th inning if the away team doesn't cover that run in the 9th inning. So again, it's a tough spot. They get one less at bat. Reds are minus 200 favorites in this spot. You rarely see a team like the Reds juiced like that. I mean, that's kind of crazy, like line reading just on first glance. Like if people are taking a shot with Rockies money line, hell, I don't blame you for that. But the plus value shot I like today is the Reds and laying the one at minus 1.5. So they have to win by 2 or more. They have the starting pitcher advantage and they have the bullpen advantage. We just need them to play like that because on paper they look great today. Yesterday they lost with Frankie Montas. I mean, that was yesterday. Today's a new day, and that starts with Hunter Green starting for the Reds. 3.45 ERA, 1.41 WHIP for Hunter Green. Hunter Green's a pitcher I don't mind backing. He's a big strikeout guy facing a team that strikes out a lot. Green is in good form. He's coming off a game where he went 7 innings, pitched 0 earned runs, 7 strikeouts against Detroit. We need more of that today, Hunter Green. His K prop set to 8.5. Now, obviously, you're getting plus value on the over, but dang, 8.5. It's one of the higher K props I've seen this year. Rockies make sense because they're a bad strikeout team, 27th in strikeouts per game. Hunter Green is able to generate the swing and miss, and he doesn't give up hits to both sides of the plate. Look at this. 217 batting average allowed to righties, 193 batting average allowed to lefties. He's good to both sides of the plate, even the reverse splits guys. Like their lefty-righty matchup. He's tough on those guys, but the Rockies will have lefties in the lineup. Hopefully Hunter Green's able to hold it down. And he's really good also with runners in scoring position. Hunter Green only allowing a 210 batting average with runners in scoring position. We need that today. We need him to be able, if he does slip up, allow a guy into scoring position. You got to hold him there. You cannot allow that guy to cross the plate. Now on the other side, it's going to be Austin Gomber starting for the Rockies. 4.47 ERA, 1.29 WHIP for Austin Gomber. Most of the time, I want to fade this guy. I target him as one of my fade pitchers on my list. Gomber, 5.44 ERA on the road, allowing a 288 batting average. Why do I specifically bring up the road ERA? Because he's so much worse on the road than he is at home, and he pitches at Coors Field. It's crazy. 3.54 ERA at Coors Field, so he's got a above 5 ERA on the road. Obviously, something's not clicking with Gomber on the road, and he's pitching in a hitter-friendly ballpark in Cincinnati. I like the Reds to be able to do damage against Gomber today. He's getting hit by righties, allowing a 278 batting average to righties. The Reds will have several righties in the lineup. I hope Jonathan India does end up playing. He was questionable, I saw, for that game. I love his bat in the lineup. But again, they can get it done with some of the lesser-known names, let's just put it that way, in this Reds lineup. They are banged up. They are a banged-up lineup. I fully admit that. But again, they're minus 200 today. How well do we think Austin Gomber pitches? I don't think very well. Look at his outs lines, 15.5. I mean, obviously slightly juiced on the over, but look at who's starting tomorrow is my point. They have a no-name 7 ERA guy starting tomorrow. The fact that Gomber's outs line is so low, kind of telling me he gets shelled, and they kind of have to take him out by default. I could easily see that coming today. Gomber is not good at stranding those runners in scoring position. He's allowing a 319 batting average with runners in scoring position. The Reds just need those timely hits today. Hopefully they get them against Gomber. And then we go to the bullpens. And this is why I'm comfortable laying the run line. Because the Rockies, we know this, 30th in bullpen ERA. They are dead last in the majors. And then the Reds, 7th in bullpen ERA. So the Reds are a top 10 bullpen. Rockies are dead last. Huge discrepancy there. Rockies scored 5 yesterday off Frankie Montas and only 1 off the Reds' pen. And then the Reds, by contrast, scored 3 off the Rockies, what I quote, better relievers with Beeks and Vodnik. Those are some of the better arms that the Rockies have to offer, and they still were able to score off them, make the game a little bit close late. I love the run line for the Reds in this one. I think that will be decided late game because it normally is. A team could be leading by 1 or 2 through 6, and then it's like, okay, here come the bullpens. What's going to happen to this run line bet? I love the Reds today. I love the plus value we are getting on the run line. But Austin, you got another pick. Where are you going for it?
I'm going out to a pick that I really like today. And I don't do a lot of these because I feel like we are sometimes cursed on them. But this might be my last one of the year. And you'll understand what I mean. Nationals, first 5 team total over 1.5 runs, minus 130 on DraftKings. Now, it always feels like when I take a first 5 team total, they always finish with 1 run. And then I guarantee you they score in the 6th inning. So if you want to take them to score in the 6th, I certainly don't mind it because it's probably going to happen. But I really do like this matchup against David Peterson and the Mets. Obviously, the Nats have lost the first 2 games of the series. If they're going to try to avoid getting swept, hopefully it is because they're putting up some runs early and often against David Peterson. Now, like I said, the Nationals haven't been, the best offense this season, but they do have the capable bats in there, especially with James Wood out there. Yesterday, they couldn't really get anything going, but that was against Luis Severino. Today, they get David Peterson. Now, David Peterson, who starts for the Mets, you look at his numbers, 3.58 ERA and a 1.46 whip. You look at those, you're like, that's a pretty high whip, but his ERA is at sub-4. Good for him. Well, he's due some regression because you look at his expected ERA, 5.71. That is one of the biggest discrepancies I've seen. His expected batting average is 0.295. So this is a guy that's in the 6th percentile in expected ERA, 3rd percentile in expected batting average. They are saying regression is coming. Does it come today? Does it come in his next start? Who knows? And hopefully some of it comes today. And heck, it doesn't even have to all come. I mean, he could give up 2 earned runs today. That could be a good start. We just need those 2 to come in the first 5 innings. Now, Peterson has already started 3 times twice against the Nationals. This will be his 3rd time. So you'd hope that maybe their 3rd time seeing him in about a month. Hopefully they can hit him a little bit better. And at home, he struggled too. Peterson at home, 4.4 ERA, a 1.81 whip. I mean, you're giving up nearly 2 base runners per inning. Eventually, some regression is going to come. I mean, a 305 batting average allowed at home, 406 on base percentage. I mean, eventually some regression's coming, and they're going to have the base runners today to do it. Comes down to if the Nats can do it. Now, like I said, this is his 3rd time pitching against the Nationals, really since the start of June. On June 4th, he pitched against them. He went 6 2/3, 5 hits, a couple walks, 2 earned runs. They did not get the 2 earned runs in the first 5. The second one came in the 7th inning. His second start, they were a little bit better. That was just about a week ago, July 1st. He gave up 2 runs in the 3rd inning, so they got they cashed this one. The Nationals went 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position, but I mean, they had 2 double plays in there. They had guys on 1st and 2nd, double play. I mean, if we're avoiding those double plays and letting Peterson get out of jams, I think we could see them do some damage to him. Like I said, look, David Peterson has not been good this season. He's just been able to get those timely outs, and maybe he continues to get them, but the numbers and the StatCast numbers, advanced numbers are saying we just don't think he's going to be able to get him for the rest of the year. Some regression is coming for David Peterson. He's not ending with a 4 ERA, a sub-4 ERA on the season. Hopefully some regression comes today in this earlier game against the Nationals. They have the bats there. They've seen him plenty. I hope they can do some damage. And hopefully we keep James Wood, because actually Peterson is giving up higher batting average and slugging percentages to lefties. And James Wood obviously is a lefty, whereas they got a lot of switch hitters that they'll probably move in and out of the lineup today. So I really think they can tag Peterson. Like I said, 2 runs is a big task for a guy that has a 1.8 whip at home. Hopefully they can tag him for 2 in the first 5. And heck, if they want to do it they do it in the first inning, I'll wear my Cherry Blossoms Nationals jersey tomorrow. Simple as that. Do it in the first, I'll wear my Nationals jersey tomorrow. That's a deal I'm happy to make for this Nationals team. So those are favorite picks of the day. Logan, was there anything else that you might have looked at as for maybe, I don't know, any other picks that you might have looked at on a bigger slate on this Thursday?
No, I think this one's a bit tricky. I mean, early games, that kind of tells you a lot. The fact that I'm picking an early game, I tend to try to stay away from those. But I like an early game today, so I hopefully we can go we can win some in that time slot. Again, I like Trey Turner. Love Trey Turner. He's a cash cow. But when you make it minus 145, I have to sort of bow out on that one. But yeah, I'd ride my boy Trey all day long. No pause.
Whoa, hey, whoa, all right. Well, those are our 4 favorite picks of the day before we get a little too wild here. But those are our favorite picks. Just to recap, and we'll get Devers over in bases. We get the Nationals team total over 1.5, and we have the Reds minus 1.5 full game. Those are our picks. Let us know your favorite picks down below. Like I said, if you can do us a favor, number 1, you can go check out the parlay of the day. We'll link it down below and in the description. And I'll try to link it on the screen once it is live. And number 2, if you can do us a favor, go check out that Padres video we did at Petco Park. An insane game, but we also went around the stadium, tried some foods, had a bunch of different things. And I think you'd enjoy it. So go check it out. I'll link it on the screen somewhere right around here. Go check out the second channel and see what we got over there. But that's Austin and Logan. We're signing out. We'll see you guys back on Friday, hopefully with the brooms out. We'll see you guys then. Peace.